Hello, this is Mac. I'm just trying to assess what happened during the Million Man March. I've gone over a few things in my mind, and I noticed that the minister has really attempted to downplay what he had said initially about requesting the 10 million men, 10,000 fearless men. Now he is saying that he wants these 10,000 men to clean up the community. I don't think the minister really has a real agenda set out, even though it sounds very sketchy to me. He requested all the engineers and the airplane pilots and the professionals to come to the JW Marriott this morning at 11 o'clock. I'm just wondering, what did he really want them to come there for? If there were, say, 100,000 people out there for that march, and 10,000 people there were professionals, and they, at least 10,000 of the people there decided they wanted to attend that meeting at JW Marriott, what accommodations are there to accommodate them? I mean, that's not a very good plan, and nothing has been, as far as I'm concerned, as far as what the purpose of that march, what it accomplished. I don't see anything because nothing is laid out. That's something, if something's going to happen. He also talked about not celebrating Christmas except with save your money, keep it in your pocket, and invest it. Now, if you do decide to invest it, what he wants you to invest it with him, and he's going to purchase 100 million acres somewhere after he talks with the government to see if they will sell the land to him. Now, how would this land, who will own this land? Whose name will it be in? None of it. I guess these are a lot of details that has to be worked out. What are you going to do on that land? You just sell the grow beans and callow, and people eat, as he pointed out, and wheat, and so people will only eat 2 slices of bread a day with beans and drink a glass of milk. I mean, you know, and as well as I do, that nutritional health starts with a lot of leafy green vegetables and all the other vegetables, as well as fruits and nuts, to really have a well-balanced and nutritional diet, not just beans and 2 slices of bread and a glass of milk, which comes from another animal body fluids. So what I am still unsure of what the minister is planning to do. I mean, first of all, I had suggested in my previous video that the minister should contact Claude Anderson and use his plan that he has written out in his book, Powernomics, and try to develop that plan within the black communities. Because first of all, you get 100 million acres. If he is thinking about relocating people out to that area to start another nation or whatever, it will take even if he doesn't start another nation, just all blacks go out there, it's going to take a lot of infrastructure to accomplish that. Right now, where blacks are right now in these cities, we can build within those areas right there, rather than trying to relocate somewhere. It's true enough, it's good to have farmland and all of this, but if we set up an investment bank to be able to help blacks who wants to be farmers and who are farmers to expand their farming operation, and which will expand their productivity and produce that can feed people and can supply food markets and various other type of outlets in the cities to distribute the foods. I think that's where we should concentrate. But even if you do go and do these things, you also, he called on, like I pointed out, that to get the ministers and the pastors to work in too. But not just to teach people how to love each other, but how to have appropriate behavior and teach them, try to take some of the, rid them of all the ignorance that that a lot of our people have. And that's what we should be focusing on. And education. I mean, true enough, we need to do something about education. We need to change the mindset of a lot of what's happening, because I can't understand it. I mean, I look, when I went to Michigan, Detroit area, Detroit was being run by black people. They had a superintendent there by the name of Jefferson, who was a black man. And after him, there was a slew of black administrators and superintendents in the Detroit public schools. But yet, right now, it is, and the state has ran it for the last 15 years, and it is now the worst school system in the state, and probably in many parts, worse than many parts of the United States. So he's saying that we can do this, but somehow or another, sure enough, we got some educated people out there. We got administrators, but you got to make sure that you get the right people in to do these things. And I think that's going to take some time as well. But the first thing I think we should do is what Dr. Claude Anderson. That is to get an investment bank, to start to creating businesses within the black community where blacks buy from blacks, to start educating the business owners how to treat their black customers, and to educate the black customers to shop with the black businesses, to educate the black consumers, also to learn appropriate behavior and help show the community how to learn to get their morality back. And the most important thing that we've got to do, we got to rid our community of all of this gangster rap. Now, the Minister Louis Farrakhan knew about this here for a long time. If you go back and look at that movie Straight Outta Compton, you will see on there that he had his FOI out there protecting Ice Cube in 1991 or 92. Right after the Rodney King riot. So he knew about that then. Why didn't he go and try to get these people to tone down their rhetoric? And look what happened. The NWA came out with their rapping, negative rap, which totally destroyed any good rap that was out there, like Public Enemy and others who was trying to build up the black community with their type of rap. They came out and they just went on a mission of destroying the blacks, because they were, in fact, doing the bidding for the white moguls, music moguls at that time, to get out there and destroy the black community. And these people were the music moguls at that time and today were Jews. And I'm just telling you like it is. I definitely believe that the Jews have a purpose in all of this here, not only to make money, but to rid the blacks off the face of the United States here, for one thing, maybe the earth, because what it creates for them, they don't want to see blacks, I don't believe. They know that we are a sleeping giant. And if we came together, we would be awesome. We represent approximately 12% of this population, with 40 million people strong. We could be a force to reckon with economically in this country. And I don't think the Jews want any competition. They already control everything. They control the television, the newspapers, the music industry, the motion pictures. They control everything out there right now that has any significance as far as media go and entertainment. They control the NFL, they control the basketball, and maybe even some other sports teams out there. And I'm just telling you right now that we have to start, like Dr. Claude Anderson spoke of in his book, we have to start from a wealth building basis. All this other rhetoric and teaching people how to act appropriately. He lists this in his book, and if we can't do that, like he said, we're going to be totally destroyed. Because if the Nation of Islam go out there and buy 100 million acres, I mean, they might go out there and live for a while, but you're not going to get the 40 million people out there. And the thing it is, we got to concentrate on building our communities now in each city. We don't have to go out and live on a place of our own. We don't have to be integrated. We are not integrated now. I mean, except the few that's out in the suburbs that's living out there. So right now, I think that the minister should go back and people should sit back and try to rethink this plan, because I don't think it's going to work. Now, you got to go back and think about something else. Over 20 years ago, the minister brought up the same thing about buying land. Now, we only had 20 years to go by. Now, if he owned land, that's great. If the Nation of Islam owns some land, that's great. But he was talking about a plan back then. But now he wants you to go and donate again on that website, justiceorelse.com, and donate towards this land purchase. Now, what about investment? I mean, you're not going to get in return from donating. You got to invest. That's what he should be saying. It's just like having like what they did with Superman movie. What, back in the early 80s, they made sometime in the 80s, they made a movie, a Superman movie. And what did they do 20 years later? They made another Superman movie so they could capture those younger people this time. Last time, there was a lot of money collected at that first Million Man March in 1995. So I'm sure that now he's got another different type of audience that he can be able to receive money from. So, hey, we just got another Superman sequel. That's all this talk is about. Watch it. Stand by and watch. Thanks for listening now.
Would you listen to my love, baby? Would you come with an open heart and listen to my love? Would you come with an open heart and listen to my love? I'ma give you what you want. I got what you need.